Welcome everybody to the Fire Up Your Metabolism, the secrets to eliminating body fat. We are on day number 5. So I hope everybody has gained a lot of knowledge. Hope you've been taking notes. I hope you're making changes. So day number 5 secret is not one that is probably a big secret. It is water. Probably every weight loss method you've used out there has suggested that you increase your water intake. But why? Why is water so important to weight loss? So hydration is one of the most important processes in your body, simply because it is essential for survival. Every single part of our body, specifically the tissue, cells, and organs, need water to function properly. Some foods will contribute to your water intake, like iceberg lettuce has a high water content, watermelon has a high water content, but your primary source of your water intake is going to be the fluids that you drink every day. So water delivers nutrients, delivers nutrients to your cells, and then it removes the toxins and metabolic waste, i.e. fat, from your cells as well. So cellular hydration is necessary for the body to function properly. The body's ability to create and burn energy is diminished when hydration is diminished. So increasing cell hydration allows cells to restore the glucose transport across the cell membrane, as well as increase the sensitivity to insulin. So increased sensitivity to insulin directly leads to lose weight. So how much water should we drink? Put in the comments below how much water is enough for your body. What have you been told in the past as far as how much water should you drink? So the Food and Nutrition Board released their findings for what is recommended for the average person to drink. So recommended for women is 91 ounces, and for men it's 125 ounces. Now, factors that are going to influence how much water you should intake is going to be your height, the climate that you live in, and the amount of physical activity that you are entertained in each day. So another general amount that you will hear is, two amounts. You often hear 64 ounces, and the other thing is half your body weight in ounces. So let your body be the guide. Let your body determine how you feel and your level of thirst and the color of your urine. So I'm not trying to get gross here. So let your body be the guide. Let the color of your urine be the guide. So if your urine is dark and infrequent, that's your body telling you that you're dehydrated. Now, on the opposite side, if your urine is light and frequent, that may mean, I'm not saying it is, it may mean that your body is not retaining the minerals from the food and everything you eat. So that could be an indication. But the biggest thing here is if your urine is a darker color and very infrequent, your body is dehydrated. If you are thirsty, if you feel thirst, you're already dehydrated, because you're not going to feel thirst until your body is completely dehydrated. It's a late blooming sign. So it should come as no surprise then that water helps you lose weight, considering that anywhere between 67 and 70% of our entire body and brain is made up of water. Water literally feeds every organ in the body. It is like oil to an engine. It will run without it, but you're doing irreparable damage every day that you do not put that lubricant in your system. So every day you go without water. Our bodies are very similar. In fact, you can live up to 21 days, probably longer, without food, but it's estimated you can only live 3 days without water. So that should tell you in and of itself how vitally important water is to our function, not only to just functioning, but also to losing weight. So science suggests that water can help you lose weight in a variety of ways. First, it suppresses your appetite. So if you drink a glass of water before you go to eat, chances are you're going to be less hungry. You're going to eat less. Water boosts your metabolism. Water makes exercise easier and more efficient. All of those factors contribute to seeing a difference on the scale. So water's ability to dissolve biologically significant compounds, so that can go from inorganic salt to organic molecules. It is a vital solvent inside of cells and organisms. Water is an essential part of the most metabolic processes in your body. Metabolic meaning How many calories are you burning? So water delivers cells and delivers nutrients to your cells and helps remove the toxins and metabolic waste from your cells. So water keeps this body hydrated, and it makes all of the functions work properly, especially metabolism. Well-hydrated cells are going to absorb important nutrients, manufacture energy, produce hormones. Key factor here, you're going to hear me say it throughout this. Weight loss is a hormonal thing. So it's going to produce hormones to support the weight loss and removing toxins from your body. I would love for everybody to comment, how much water are you drinking currently? I would be curious. How much water do you drink currently? Do you even measure how much water you drink? How much are you dedicated to adding to your nutrition? How much more water? Put in the comments below. So your growth work today is actually rather simple. I want you to either find a container in your house or go buy one that has the amount of ounces measured out for you on the side. Like mine is right here, and you can see the ounces. That's 32. Now, you can get a container that doesn't have it measured. Just pre-measure how much water you can put in that so that you know and you can keep a tally in your head. So your growth work for today is literally just to take a picture of you and your container and post it in the Facebook group. Comment how many ounces of water you are dedicated to drinking from here on out. How much have you been drinking? How much are you dedicated to drinking from here on out? So whether that means you carry one container around all day and just drink from that, or you have one container that you fill up 8 times a day. It doesn't matter. Just post a picture of you and your container in the Facebook group. So I'll be a little vulnerable here when it comes to getting my water intake in. So when I first learned all about metabolism and I got healthy, it was very easy for me to drink a gallon of water a day, which is 128 ounces. I'm not sure why. I firmly believe water is an acquired taste. I don't know why it doesn't really have a taste, but I just believe it's an acquired taste. And it was not difficult for me to drink 128 ounces. And that helped the weight to come off. Now, that isn't how it remained, though. I haven't always been a water drinker. So for the past couple of years, I have been a big tea drinker. So what I do is I mix black tea with green tea. So I get the metabolism boosting effects of the green tea, but it tastes like black tea. And that's my favorite drink. So I also read an article somewhere that said the myth of needing that tea did not count as your water intake had been debunked. Okay, that was no longer true. You could count the tea that you drank as your water intake per day. So I'm not saying I did a whole lot more research. I just read that one article and I was like, hell yeah, this is my free-for-all basically. I don't have to drink water anymore and just drink my tea. So I did that for a couple of years. Now, I will say that my body fats increasingly raised, not drastically, but I'd say by 1% each year that I wasn't consuming the water. So again, it's not a whole lot of weight in pounds necessarily, but even though I told you all not to obsess on your body fat percentage, I do. I'll just be personal. I do obsess on my body fat number. So I don't pay attention to really the number on the scale at all. So I was finding, though, that midday I was getting that afternoon slump when most people will run to the vending machine and get some carbs or some sugar. I, in the past, had just taken a 20-minute power nap. So I had done that for years when I was getting up at 4:30 or 5 o'clock every day and then not going to bed until 11 o'clock. Sometimes I would take a power nap. So the problem is that power nap that usually would take me 30 to 35 minutes. So 5 minutes to fall asleep, 20-minute nap, 5 to 10 minutes to wake up. So that 30 to 35 minutes was now taking me about an hour. Okay, so what I was finding is that even though I was so dramatically tired, like I couldn't keep my eyes open tired, it was still taking me like 10 to 15 minutes to fall asleep, then 20-minute nap. And then afterwards, though, it was taking me like 30 minutes to like not feel groggy and finally wake up. So anybody that knows me knows that I am a type A personality. So one of my biggest pet peeves is anything to waste my time. So if there is something else I can do that I'm not being able to get done, it's like nails down a chalkboard for me. It's extremely frustrating. So this hour process that it was taken out of my day was irritating me, because that was an hour worth of work I could have done, or at least 40 minutes. So I just started to think what was going on. My diet hadn't changed. My exercise program hadn't changed. Nothing had changed except the water. So literally just 2 months ago, I started incorporating water back into my diet. And I will tell you that within about a week and a half, I could tell a difference to where I didn't feel the need to take a nap every day. I'm not saying that I don't occasionally get tired, but I'm just saying that it's not so bad that I feel like I have to lay down because my eyes are so heavy. So within about 2 weeks, I noticed that my digestion had sped up. And what I mean by that, and again, I'm not trying to get gross on this phone call, but I was judging by my bowel movements, how quickly my bowel movements were coming through my body. So I noticed that sped up. I also noticed recently when I did my body fat, that my body fat had gone down just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. The only thing that I can attribute all this to is the increasing water again. Now, I still drink my tea. I still love the combo. I'm trying to slowly drink less of it. I'm not saying tea is bad. I'm just trying to incorporate more water in my diet. So I still drink it, but it is extremely less. Now, I will say yesterday, I think I had maybe 1 glass of tea total. The water was the rest. And the tea is starting to not taste as pleasant. It used to be like a drug, like I craved it. And now it's not. And it also is not quenching my thirst when I drink it, where it used to just 2 months ago. So I'm not doing this though, really. I'm not adding water in my diet as a means to lose weight. That's not my tool. I'm not trying to lose weight. I am trying to decrease my body fat. And if I can ever do that, I'm all for that. And I'm not trying to use this as the only skill, but I will tell you that I read a study the other day. So I'm a really science-backed person. I feel far more comfortable trying something myself first, but also I feel far more comfortable recommending something to somebody else if it is science-backed, if it's been tested in the field, replicated, so it didn't just happen because of a fluke, it actually worked. So this study that I read the other day, so randomized clinical study, showed that, well, let me try back. So everybody knows that ketosis is when your body will burn fat instead of the carbs and muscle that is in your body. So what happens during a ketosis is your body produces something called ketones, okay? Now, what most people don't realize is there are multiple ways to get that ketosis effect in your body and for your body to produce ketones, such as just having the right nutritional macro account, like enough protein, carbs, and fat will put your body in ketosis. But the study that I read the other day was rather interesting. So what they did is they wanted to see if your body could be put in ketosis by just drinking water. So what they found is if you drink 17 ounces of water straight, no breaks, you're just guzzling 17 ounces of water, your body will go into ketosis. Now, again, I'm not trying to replicate the study's results in you all, okay? I'm not saying drink 17 ounces of water straight and your body will be in ketosis every time. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that there's one more method as far as how your body can get those ketosis results, because eating the keto diet is not healthy long term. It's highly effective short term, but it's not healthy long term. And most generally, people gain the weight back. So to me, that's just like insanity. Why do the same thing over and over again and get the same result? That's just the definition of insanity. So I thought that study was pretty amazing. You can literally produce ketosis in your body or produce ketones by just drinking water, 17 ounces straight. That's pretty miraculous to me. So I was just pointing out that water is extremely important and has a large degree of role to play on your metabolic, controlling your body, your metabolic baseline, metabolic rate. So let me ask you guys a question. How many of you all are, at each day that I reveal these secrets and I'm telling you what you should and what you should not do, how many of you are thinking, I'm so overwhelmed, I don't know where to start, what do I do first, what, all these things are important, if I change everything, I know I won't stick with it, So how many people are feeling overwhelmed and don't really know what to do as far as the steps to take? If you are feeling that way, stop. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. That's not the point of this challenge. The challenge is just to make you aware that no matter how much of a failure you feel you've been in the past, you can be a success if you know the right fundamentals, okay? So I want this to be an empowering challenge, but I also want to give you all the ability to have a strategy call with me so we can set up step by step what you're going to do to reach your goal, whatever that is, and what time period you want to reach that. I realize everybody wants quick results, but we got to put in the work. So I would encourage everybody to schedule a strategy. It's a free 30-minute strategy call where we're just going to be discussing where you are exactly, evaluate exactly where you are. If you're going somewhere and you're using a GPS, it has to know your starting location in order to get you there. So where are you at right now? What are your goals exactly? Are they reasonable? Why do you want those? And then what steps can we put into place that you can do that are doable and achievable that's going to make you reach that goal? So schedule a free strategy call with me. I will put the link in the comments, or I'll put it in after I post this video. It's free. It does not give you any points towards the prizes in the challenge. It's just something that I'm giving to you guys to help get your 2021 year off started great. So put in the comments below, post in the Facebook group your water container, picture of you and your water container, and how much you're dedicated to drinking every day. And just know that every time you take a drink of water, that's metabolic waste being eliminated from your body. That's just fat being eliminated. That's the way you look at metabolic waste. It's just fat being eliminated. So drink your water. Your muscles need it as well. And you know I'm all about muscle. If you have any questions, post them in the Facebook group. Otherwise, day number 6 tomorrow might be one of my favorite days. Day number 6 tomorrow is exercise. So we're going to cover all the different forms of exercise, resistance, cardio. I'm going to give you the newest secrets that make you spend far less time in the gym. And isn't that what we're all after? I mean, who likes to work out, really? Like, we like how we feel when we get done, but who genuinely likes to work out? So tomorrow is all about how to get the maximum out of your workout so you're spending the least amount of time working out, which is what we want so that we can enjoy our lives with our families. So stay tuned to tomorrow. See you. Bye.